Okay, I've completed my 6 rows. It can be kind of hard to count these, and what I'd recommend is just using your fingers on both sides. You can kind of feel the rows, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can use your fingers, let your fingers do the walking, as I used to say. So now we're ready to begin the stitch that has the cable. This is the different part. I'm going to chain 2 and turn. Okay, now I'm going to skip the very first stitch. Okay, I'm not going to work in that. And I'm going to do what we call a wattle stitch or a cluster. I'm just going to call them clusters from now on in the second stitch. And what a cluster is a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet in the same stitch. Okay. Now this is our foundation row with the wattle stitch. I'm going to skip 1, 2 stitches, and in the third stitch I'm going to do the same thing again. Single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. Okay. I'm going to skip 2 more stitches, 1, 2, and I'm going to do it one more time. A wattle stitch or the cluster, single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. I'm going to skip 2 more here. Now we're nearing the center, and we're going to start the beginnings of the cable. So we're going to skip 2, and we're going to put a half double crochet in the next stitch, like so. Okay. Now we're going to work 3 front post stitches. Okay, and going in through the front door. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, do you see that? They're all on the front side. That's going to be half of the cable. And then the next stitch, we're going to put a half double crochet. Okay, now be careful when you're looking at these stitches. So it can be very easy to lose your stitch count, or to work let's say a post stitch in a stitch and then work in the top of it as well, and that's not going to work out very well for your stitch count. Okay, so just make sure if you're working in around the post, you don't want to work in the top for that half double crochet. Now we're going to do 3 more front post double crochet. That's 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to do another half double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so far this is what we have. We have the 3 clusters here, half double crochet, 3 front post double crochets, a half double crochet, and this half double crochet needs to be maintained throughout when you're working this cable, and that is kind of what gives it more of a distinguishing feature. This cabling system that I'm teaching you is kind of new. It's something I've developed, and some of my patterns in my new book, Celtic Cabled Crochet, features cables work just like this. So if you get comfortable working this cable, I dare say you'd be able to work any of the patterns in this new book, even if they look complicated. Don't be afraid to just jump in and give them a try. Okay, so the next, what we're going to do here, we're going to work 3 wattle stitches or clusters over the next remaining of stitches. So we're going to put a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet in the same stitch, skip 2, and we're going to do this in the next one, single crochet, chain 1, double crochet, skip 2, then we're going to do one here, single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Okay, now to end this row, we skip these 2, and we're actually going to work the half, not the half double, I'm sorry, you're going to work a single crochet in the turning chain right here. Okay, now we're going to chain 2. As you're chaining 2, be careful that you do give it an honest size, a good size chain. You don't have to elongate them or anything, but don't pull the yarn tightly and make these smaller, because if you do, I'm going to suggest you add a third chain. But just keep the diameter of the chain, the width or the diameter of the hook that you're using, and you should be fine. So we're going to turn. Now that was actually row 7. We're going to start row 8, and this is with the back side facing. The front side, let me just look at that with you a second. The front side is going to have the cable kind of pushing on the surface. So this is the back side as we work row 8. All right, so we've chained 2. Now this is where it actually gets a little bit easier. The directions are a little wordy because I'm telling you, you need to skip this stitch and you need to skip the double crochet. But all you need to know is we're only going to work in the chain 1. There's a nice little hole in the middle of each wattle stitch. So in that little hole, we're going to work another wattle cluster or wattle stitch, which is a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. Okay. Get some more yarn here, and then we're going to skip the single crochet, skip the double crochet, and go right for the hole, right for the chain 1 hole, we're going to single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet, make a cluster right in there, skip the single crochet, skip the double crochet, and we're going to work another cluster right here, single crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Now when it gets to the half double crochet, and hopefully you can see that this is a single crochet, this is the half double, always work half double crochets for the most part onto the half double crochet. That's going to give again the spacing, and it's going to help the cable to really pop. Now we're going to do 3 back post double crochets over these. 1, 2, 3, and then we have a half double crochet, do a half double crochet and a half double crochet, and then 3 more back post. 1, 2, 3, and then half double crochet in the half double crochet. Now we have 3 more clusters, and we're just going to work in the middle there, make another cluster in a cluster. Okay, and just to be clear, I'll explain it again through the end of this row. In the next cluster on the hole, single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet. And see, we skip the single crochet and the double crochet, and in the hole again, if you can see that, single crochet. Let me get some more yarn here. Single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Now in the chain 2, we're going to work just a single crochet, chain 2, and turn. So if you can see how this is working out, you can see where these posts that are coming here, 3 and then 3, is where the cable is going to come. So what you need to do now is repeat those 2 rows again, and then I'll get back to you and show you what I have. Okay, this is where, after we do 2 more rows, so we would have actually 1, 2, 3, 4 rows done using the wattle stitch with the post, either front post or back post in the middle. Okay, all right, now this ends the second part. The third part, which will be the next video, will show you how to cross the cables. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.